This is Higher Maths. It's Unit 3 practice. I'm using the HSM website, a couple of questions from here, and we're looking at outcome 2. Outcome 2 is on the further calculus, so it's going to be differentiation and integration. Right, let's go ahead and do this one. We've got questions 4, 5, 6 and 7 to complete here, and we'll go ahead and do that one. So there's 11 marks up for grabs. We need 8 of them to pass this outcome 2. Okay, so straight away we've got differentiate minus 2 sin x with respect to x. Well, I know that sin x goes to cos x when I differentiate, so that's just going to go to minus 2 cosine x, and that's it complete. I'm going to go for part B, and what I'm going to do is I'm then going to differentiate, so dy by dx here. And differentiating cosine x will take me to minus sin x, so that will give me a minus 5, and that will be sin x, and that's complete there. So marks here, 1 mark each, so really just 1 mark for this one and 1 mark for that one there. Okay, so that there already out of 2 marks. Let's move on to question 5. Right, so question 5, what we have is we've got find f dashed x, so f dashed x when fx, there we go, when f of x is equal to 2x plus 7 to the power of a third. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll work that one out there. Right, so I know that when I go ahead I'm just going to differentiate, so f dashed x just means that we're going to differentiate. It's what we're going to look at is I'm going to go for a third, so bring that down to the front, 1/3 2x plus 7, and what we'll do is I'll reduce the power down by 1, so 1 away from a third will take me down to minus 2/3. But after that, remember, I'm going to have to differentiate the piece that's still in the brackets there and try and get an answer out for that part there. So what I have here is I've still got a third, 2x plus 7 to the minus 2 upon 3, and this part, when I differentiate this one out, what I'm going to get out is just a 2 from that part there. Just gather this all up at the front, so I've got 2/3, and that's going to be 2x plus 7 to the minus 2/3. Okay, I've not been asked to put it to a positive index, so I could just leave that one the way it is there. Okay, and the marking for this one here, we've got 2 marks, so what we'll get is we'll get 1 mark for getting the first part correct here, and really 1 mark for getting this part out, so I'd be looking for the mark coming along here, but it's mainly for the getting the 2 from this part here, you know, when we do the chain rule, it's there. Question 6, let's see, so the above question there was out of 2 marks, so let's go ahead and do question 6. So what we've got here is we've got to integrate this time. We're going to integrate root 3 upon 2 cosine x. Now I know that cosine x, when I integrate it, it goes to sine x. And what you can do is, remember, when you're doing this type of question, just go to your formula sheet, and your formula sheet should help you out with this. So let's just go straight to sine x from cosine x. So this is going to be equal to root 3 over 2 sine x. Remember, when we're integrating, we don't have any limits, it's going to be plus a constant of integration, so that's plus c. Here again we're going to integrate 3 sine x with respect to x, so I know that the sine, when I integrate sine, what we're going to do is we're going to take that to minus cosine, or minus cos. So that's going to be equal to minus 3 cosine x plus c. Marks for this one, so I've got 2 marks for this. I'm going to get 1 mark for this one here, I'll get 1 mark for this part here, and I'll get 1 mark for making sure that I put the constant of integration in. So that would be 3 marks for that question there. The final question that we've got, we're going to evaluate an integral. So we've got the limits between 4 and 6 that we've got here, and this is the part that we're going to be integrating with respect to x. Right, so integrating, remember what we're going to do first of all is we're going to raise the power up to 4, and what we'll do is I'll just divide by 4 on that one there. Okay, and from there what we've got is we're going to have some limits on it. So the limits we've got 6 and 4 there. Next thing I'll do is I'll just substitute my limits in. So that's going to give me 6 minus 3 to the power of 4 all over 4. And I'll substitute from that. I've got the 4 that's going to go in there next. So I'll get 4 minus 3 to the power of 4 all over 4. And this is what I'm going to evaluate. And I'll have a calculator to do this if I need it. So I can go ahead and do that. So what we've got is we've got 3 to the power of 4 all over 4 coming out of this side. And from here we've got 1 to the power of 4 all over 4. And if we simplify that down, so 3 to the power of 4 is going to be 81 over 4. Subtracting from that 1/4, because that's 1 over 4, that gives me 80 over 4, and that simplifies down to 20. Okay, so we've got 4 marks for this question here. Let's see where we're going to get these marks. So the first mark we're going to get is for getting that, raising that power up to the 4. The next mark is for dividing by 4 or taking a quarter to the front of that. Then going to get 1 mark for substitution, so substituting in the limits correctly. And finally the 4th mark there for getting the final answer. So this question here out of 4, the question above out of 3. So outcome 2, remember, out of 11 marks, you need 8 to pass, and good luck.